Hi everybody, welcome to another Chats with Chaudhry. I hope you're safe and well. Sadly, it's a bit of a cloudy day here in Surrey. It looks like it's about to rain after a glorious few weeks of sunshine. But my day's going to be brightened up as I'm delighted to be joined by my good friend from 3M, Hani Sabbahy, who is going to be talking about chromatography and bioprocessing. And the reason we're talking about that is actually that is the topic of an upcoming webinar that 3M are running on Thursday, September the 8th at 10 a.m. UK 11 CET. Which is part of their 3M School of Purification. So we thought we'd do a quick preview of the webinar by talking about that in a bit more depth. So first of all, and it's lovely to see you, my friend. How are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm very well. In fact, the last time you and I met was in Vienna, way back in May, when I visited Bioprocessing International Europe.
Yes,
hopefully that was a good show for you, and you've had a good summer since then.
Yeah, it was, and I hope you had a good summer as well.
I had a fantastic summer, actually. I've just come back from Turkey, so I feel very refreshed at the moment.
Very nice.
So now, before we start talking about chromatography and bioprocessing, for those people not familiar with your particular business unit in 3M, so I'm sure everybody's heard of 3M as a business overall, can you give me a bit more about that and your own role and background within 3M?
Sure. So as you know, 3M is a science-based technology company and really aims to use innovation through its innovative products to improve the lives of our customers. Right? And so, as you mentioned, I work for a part of the 3M called SPSD, Separation and Purification Sciences Division, and specifically the biopharmaceutical part of that. And really what we do there is to provide purification technologies for our customers' processes. So anywhere from the harvest right the way through to the downstream process, and really with the aim of enabling improvements in those processes. So things like process intensification, for example.
Right. And your own role and background?
Yes. So I'm what's called an advanced application engineering specialist. This is a long way of saying that my job is to help improve my customers' processes and solve the purification challenges using 3M technologies. And I come from a very similar background to my customers in that before 3M, I worked in process development, designing processes for manufacture of biotherapeutics.
All right. Okay, fantastic. Now, let's talk about the 3M School of Purification. It's obviously a relatively new program. So why did 3M launch it? And can you give me an overview of the program itself?
Yeah, so sure. So it was launched because essentially we had a lot of requests from the industry and customers for an educational program. And so in response to that, with the help of a team of 3M experts, we designed this program to cover a range of important topics in relation to biopharmaceutical purification. And so I would just add that it's been very popular with audiences so far.
Fantastic. Now, you mentioned topics. So what sort of topics have you covered, and who is the program targeted for?
Okay, so the program is available for basically anyone that's interested. The target really for the program was those that are either new to the biopharmaceutical purification space, or would like to refresh their knowledge, or want to understand how to use 3M products. So that's really those are the people that it's targeted at. We cover a range of different topics. Like you said, this webinar is about chromatography. We've talked in the past about how to set up filters, for example. So there is a whole host of different topics that we cover.
Brilliant. And what does the program actually consist of?
So it consists of three main elements. Those are the live and on-demand webinars, of which the one on the 8th of September is one. The how-to videos, which kind of describe how to use our products and give a practical demonstration of that. And then there are product overview presentations, which go into a little bit more detail around some of the data, which shows how the product performs in relation to real feeds, basically.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about chromatography and bioprocessing. What are some of the main issues, or what are the main uses, I should say, of chromatography and bioprocessing?
Well, yeah. So as you know, chromatography is a universal technique within downstream processing of biopharmaceuticals. It's been around for a long time. Most DSP processes will include one capture chromatography step, followed by anywhere between 1 and 3 polishing chromatography steps. And it's really the workhorse of purification. So it's the chromatography steps that are responsible for getting you to levels of impurities where you are able to safely inject your biotherapeutic or administer your biotherapeutic to a human patient. Okay, so really the driving force behind the DSP.
Right. Okay. And this may sound obvious question. So why is it an important topic for audiences to learn about?
That's a really great question, actually. So it's important, as I've just mentioned, it is very widely used technique, and it's been employed for many years. Basically, and in my talk, I'm going to provide a broad overview of the basics of chromatography, as well as looking at some of the areas that we can improve and where the developments in the field have been. And I think this is really important because in order to understand how we get to the next level, we need to understand where the improvements can come in terms of chromatography.
Right. And let's talk about the next level. So you mentioned you're going to talk about some of the frontiers of developments within chromatography technology. So what are some of the developments within chromatography technology you'll be covering?
Yeah, so you can basically split those into four areas. So the first is the base matrix and development in the base matrices. So, for example, using advanced materials, so things like non-woven materials, can help to improve the mass transfer kinetics of your chromatography, get faster mass transfer. Therefore, you are able to operate your chromatography faster. Improvements in the ligands can give you things like better capacity. They can improve your selectivity. They can give you better resistance to sanitization agents, all of which can improve your process. The other way you can improve your process is in the way that you operate your chromatography. So, for example, rather than doing batch chromatography, you could run it in a continuous way, and that has real benefits in terms of the productivity by utilizing more of the capacity of the chromatography bed. And the last one is actually better measurement of what's happening on the column, so analytics, what we call PAT, and that really enables you to then start to implement advanced control strategies in order also to improve your process. So in my talk on the 8th of September, we'll go into a lot more detail about each of those areas, as well as finishing off by looking at some specific examples of how advanced materials and novel ligands can provide solutions to help intensify processes.
Brilliant. Well, thank you. Obviously, we don't want to preempt the webinar. So there you go, viewers. If you want to know more, then make sure you sign up to Hani's webinar on the 8th of September. And the link for that will be above the video. So you can click on it without having to search for it and sign up for it. And it's free. So what else is next, though, in the 3M School of Purification program? What else can people look forward to? So
we are planning to run this webinar series for the rest of the year and into next year. And we've got a range of topics that we're going to cover, including things like process economic analysis and validation. So there is a lot of exciting stuff yet to come.
Fantastic. And as you mentioned, people can access information on demand as well. So the link for the in-demand portion of the School of Purification will be, again, above the video for people to see what webinars you've done in the past as well, so they can review the information there as well. Fantastic. And I understand, obviously, 3M, as well as doing this digitally, are available to speak to people face-to-face on LinkedIn. So what are some of the events that you're going to be at in the near future?
So yes, there is a single-use event coming up that we were going to be at, and also we'll be at Bioproduction, among other various events throughout the year. So yeah, we are quite active on the event circuit. So.
Fantastic. Well, I look forward to hopefully seeing you at CPHR, which Bioproduction is part of, in November then, Hani. Well, there you go, viewers. If you'd like to know more about the 3M School of Purification, and of course, sign up for the webinar to learn more about chromatography and bioprocessing, then just click on the links which are above the video and you can learn more information there and sign up for free. If you have any questions though for Hani based on what he's talked about today, then you can put them in the comments below, or you can, as I've done, connect with Hani and send him some messages on LinkedIn as well, and I'm sure he'll be happy to comment and reply to you individually as well. So Hani, left me say good luck with the webinar in a few weeks' time. I hope it goes really well for you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure to talk to you.
It's been lovely to see you again, Hani. And look, there you go, viewers. If you'd like to know more, as I say, check out the links above the video. meet 3M in person as well at the various shows they're going to be at. And obviously you can get through to them directly via their website or on LinkedIn. We'll leave it, as I said, a comment below the video as well. So all I say is thank you as always for watching. I hope the sun continues to shine where you are, despite the bit of rain here in the UK today. And until next time, as always, stay well and stay safe. Bye-bye.